guys, welcome to Guitar Series 7. I'm reviewing this, which is the Marvel Legends series Gamerverse PS4 Spider-Man Spider Armor Mark III. So this is really cool, really blessed. Picked this up today. And it's got a really nice clear viewing box. We got the traditional stuff, we got the artwork on the side there, and yeah, let's open this up. So here we have the Spider Armor, and it looks really cool. This one I believe is from the comic books. I think I remember, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it was near the end of the original run of Spider-Man comics, like with Doc Ock and everything right before he took over Spider-Man's body. I think it was using suits like this that eventually led to his mind being susceptible for the whole takeover thing. I always thought that was a weird arc. I might be getting that wrong, by the way, so if I am, sorry about that. But I really do like the armor on it. I love how this head is molded. I think it looks so cool. It's got this little circle here. It looks pretty neat. It's got these black eyes with the blue lens. It looks pretty good. And then he's got this giant spider here. I love how these sides come up and these other go down, and it's got this really nice molded texture, so even though it's armor, you can see the texture and how it goes on the sides, so it does look pretty cool. And I like that. I like the sides on it. And then he has his little knuckles there, which are black on each side. And they look really good with the black and the red. And he's got his little web shooters tips here, which I think are pretty cool. And then again, I like that texture. You know, I like how it goes all the way around. On the back, you have this little molded piece here for the spider. And it looks pretty cool. You got these symbols here, the little spine part. And again, the texturing, it's very consistent. I do like that. Opposed to just being like a one-time thing, it looks pretty cool. And yeah, moving down, he's got some detail in there on the legs, and then his feet. In terms of articulation, he's got a 360 at the head, he can look up and down, 360 at the arms, and they swing out the shoulder. They're a little bit hindered due to his shoulder pad, but it's not too bad. He's got double joint elbows, 360 at the wrist, and they're on hinges, 360 at the torso, and ab crunch, legs come forwards, backwards, outwards, 360 at the thigh, double joint knees, and the feet move up and down, rotate, and rock. So in terms of articulation, pretty good. Definitely what we've come to expect with Spidey, but that's not a bad thing. You also get the other leg as the accessory, and you also get this little web here. Now, personally, at first I thought that you were supposed to put this like on his fist, but I actually think, upon examining it, I believe you're supposed to put it on a character's head. So I think that's cool. So you can like actually web up their face like he does in the game and in some versions of Spider-Man. So I think that's pretty cool. I think this is what it's for. I'm not completely sure, but it does look really good. And something I like is too, when you compare it to the web capture that came with the Velocity Spider-Man, they're very consistent. You know, it's not like this is one thing, oh, and this is a different thing. You can definitely see where these two things line up. And just like I mentioned in the Velocity suit, I think it's so cool that you're getting these accessories, you know, kind of make it feel more like the game and look like the game, and just an awesome, like in general, they're awesome accessories, because I don't think we've ever really gotten these with any kind of Spider-Man before, so yeah, that's pretty cool. And, now for some comparisons, here we have the Spider Armor with the Velocity suit, and as you can see, they look pretty good together, looking pretty neat there. Let's see. And the Velocity Armor looks a little bit taller, but I think that's just because of how this one's standing. So let's see how kind of he's slouched, but yeah. And then here's a comparison with the standard, like the PS4 Spider-Man, the main suit. This one was a GameStop exclusive that came out a couple years ago, and again, he looks slightly taller, but I think it's just because of how how I currently have this one standing. But they do look pretty good together. He was kind of hard to find when he first came out, but yeah. And again, they look good together. I really like that they made these. I think they're pretty cool. In my opinion, PS4 Spider-Man is probably one of the best Spider-Man video games, and just one of the best video games in general. I mean, it's an amazing video game, and I like that they're trying to make action figures for it. I do think that they're kind of running into some problems, considering all of the Tom Holland figures are done, and a majority of the suits in the game have been made into figures, like the Iron Spider, or, well, yeah, the Punk Spider, and the Spider-Man Noir. There's a lot of suits in the game that have already been made, so I do like that they're kind of trying to test the waters a little bit and doing these, and hopefully at some point they'll do other characters from the game in general. But regardless, I think it's pretty cool. Thank you for watching. Please rate, like, and subscribe.